Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Now it's time for another episode of Peaky Blinders. This is going to be episode number 2 for the final season, season number 6. And I'm looking forward to really getting into this season. Polly's death really seems to have hit the family hard, and they're all really trying to find their way in this new world. Of course, Tommy is and has been their leader, but Polly was their anchor. So, like I say, they're trying to find their way, trying to find their way with the roles that they have now. And it looks like Ada may be trying to, in some ways, fill the role that is now left void by Polly's absence. So it's going to be interesting to see just exactly how this is going to go for the family. Now we see with Michael, he of course wants revenge, and revenge against Tommy because Polly's death in his eyes is Tommy's fault. If Tommy hadn't been so ambitious, maybe Polly would still be alive. So it looks like there's going to be a showdown between Tommy and Michael at some point. And of course, Tommy set Michael up to have him arrested and thrown in prison. And of course, Tommy knows that's just going to be a temporary thing, that Michael will eventually get out. So there's going to be a head-to-head clash here at some point before the end of the season, maybe at the end of the season, end of the series. So you can see that coming. You can see that coming even going into last season, the end of last season, that there had to be some kind of a showdown because Michael's wife seems to be pushing him in that direction, and Michael pretty well looks like he's ready to be pushed in that direction. So I'm really curious to see where this is going to lead and how this is going to go. So, like I said, this is episode 2 for the final season. Now, if you're interested in watching any of my full-length reactions, you can head over to my Patreon page at patreon.com/31mike, and I'll leave a link to that down below in the description of this video. Let's go ahead and jump into episode 2 and see where we're going.
You've been too busy to punish the people who killed her. How was the family?
You know, I'm really sorry to see this series ending. I've really kind of grown attached to these characters, which is funny because they're gangster characters. You grow attached to gangsters.
Came back for nothing.
I really thought there was going to be a tragedy there, that maybe she wasn't going to recover.
Right, before we do anything else, we're gonna go for a drive, okay?
Well, I don't know. He doesn't look like he received good news. No, doesn't seem like he got good news there at all. Unless it's just something else.
It's all good. Everything was clear.
Oh, okay.
That's a relief.
He was just scared is what it was.
That's a relief.
Yeah. Tommy, you need to see a doctor.
I was just thinking that because Ruby is all clear. Doesn't mean he's all clear.
It's the work that's to blame. People you meet, the lies that you tell.
Comrades, your Labour representative for South Birmingham, Mr. Thomas Shelby, MP.
Yeah, he really has come a long way since the first season, hasn't he?
You must be silent.
He has a flair for the theatrics, doesn't he?
Say nothing about the present situation in this city. Say nothing about hunger. Say nothing about jobs. Say nothing about pay. But those in greener pastures, they may speak. They may raise their voices. But here in this smoke, you men and women, Irish and Italian and English, who support the socialist cause, and the socialist cats and dogs and canaries, you must push. Because the king and all the king's horses and all the king's men want you to be silent.
Well, he knows how to get people fired up, doesn't he?
Let's go, boys.
Our agreement was we meet in a crowded place.
No need for crowds. I need you alive.
She's worried.
After
Or
you.
paranoid, I guess. Yeah, she's not feeling too easy about that.
Jack Nelson's coming to London.
Officially, he's coming to buy liquor import licenses. Unofficially, he's on a fact-finding mission. He's coming to measure the strength of support for fascism in Britain. He'll report back to the president.
And how does that help us?
In this letter to his son, Jack Nelson,
He's got a lot of
expresses strong
info
support
there.
for fascism. In this letter, to a friend in Berlin, he says some interesting things about Jews.
Is his friend's name
He's
Adolf?
not coming to Europe to find facts. He's coming to find proof that fascism will prevail. And you and I are going to help him in that task.
And Mr. Solomon's no longer tolerates the smoking of tobacco in his presence.
So Alfie's still around?
I always thought that opera was just fat
Yep, he's
people
still
fucking
alive.
shouting.
Yeah? What do you think now?
Were you not told I have a condition?
Well, I was told, Alfie,
He's gonna do it anyway.
is that you have withdrawn and that you spend your days alone obsessing about opera singers.
Opera is not fucking singing, is it? It's not singing, it's the sound that people make. If a word. And I do not allow smoking because I do need to see fucking clearly. What, do you sense weakness in it as well?
Not a sense of weakness now, Alfie. A certain knowledge of it.
Huh.
A member of your family has died. Charles Solomon's your uncle. He was shot by men that you know, and yet you did nothing, Alfie.
He's trying to stir him up.
The truth is, your uncle is dead. Boston is gone. And you, once the big man who ran Camden town, now can't even extinguish another man's cigarettes.
Yeah, he's trying to push him.
Why don't you sit down and have a listen, eh?
He's got a plan. Of course he has a plan. He's Tommy.
In the final act that I'm giving you, Alfie, it is you who takes the revenge.
Only me today. Jack says a few more weeks. And you'll be free.
We need travel to London.
Yeah, he knows about that.
Tomorrow.
When you go to London, stay away from the devil. I'll give fucking ears if you have to.
I'll be with you, Michael. And don't worry about Tommy Shelby. I have no interest in a dead man.
Yeah. I don't know.
Jack says he has to die.
Well, you tell Jack to wait. If anyone's going to kill Tommy Shelby, it's
It will be you. The devil will be
Dead. The future belongs to us. Because we trust each other.
Something tells me he really can't trust her, though. She just seems a little bit too ambitious.
Bluer. Sharper. Also from below.
Now, I know he's based on a real
Darling, how's that?
man.
Absolutely terrifying.
How closely is he based on the real man? How closely is the character based on the real man?
May I ask why a socialist MP would attend a fascist rally, sir?
Anyway, let me answer the question. I'm simply here to remind my
Friend Mr. Mosley that the way of the British people is compromise. You print that, pal. Fucking rag.
Fuck off, you nosy bastard! Move out my fucking...
What is Arthur doing here?
I was invited him, I agreed. Arthur made me a promise, which he appears to have broken.
Yeah. Sounds like it, doesn't it?
I've tried my best to he's hid some junk in his sock. Okay.
Yeah, you think back to the early seasons, and I said that he had to get it under control or it was going to get out of control. His drug use, it's definitely out of control.
Arthur, before I went to America, I wrote a letter.
Yeah, who's
To Linda.
Oh, yeah, I was just wondering if Linda was ever going to show up again.
This is what I got back. 2 days ago. Have a look.
Maybe if Linda comes back into his life, that'll straighten him out.
Arthur, I'm not Christian. But I also believe in forgiveness. Get yourself clean. Stay clean for 2 weeks. I'll write Linda another letter. Because I know where she is.
That might be the impetus to get him straight.
Come on, let's see what this bastard has to say. Come on.
All right.
Come on. Here we go. Here we fucking go.
Take your fucking
Huh.
Johnny, you get him home. This time, check his fucking socks.
Yeah. Make sure he doesn't have anything.
Only 3? Because I know these days Mr. Shelby doesn't.
Our friend in Berlin doesn't either.
Well, they have
Yeah, their friend in Berlin.
They have lots in common.
Report to me, Shelby. Officially, Jack Nelson is in London to buy import licenses. And unofficially, he's Roosevelt's envoy.
As you can see from this private letter, he is far from a neutral point of view. At the bottom of the second paragraph.
Individually, Jews are fine, but as a race, they stink. Elizabeth, do you even know why the bridge to President Roosevelt is so important?
No. But I have fucked your future husband. So I know lots of things about him.
Well done, Elizabeth.
I think she prefers Lizzie.
Mr. Shelby.
Mr. Nelson.
You're Catholic, Mr. Shelby. I hope that by suggesting we meet in church, it might make us both more cautious.
Tommy doesn't care about any of that.
First man I killed was a priest. When'd you last kill a man, Mr. Shelby? 4 years ago.
His name was Thomas Shelby. He drank whiskey.
There are some people in this country who I'd like to meet.
Is Mosley one of them?
Fascists.
Not the ones in boots and black shirts, the ones in tuxedos.
I know men who are friends of the cause. I also know men who are enemies of the cause. Well, I can give you men of influence who support your cause. I can also offer you a full report on Churchill's strategies.
So is Tommy playing both sides here, or is he just playing him?
Alternatively, you can take on Churchill on your own without my intelligence. And I could sell me opium to the Jews.
You're a brave man.
The
Mr.
magic
Shelby.
word there.
I'll think a great deal about what you've said.
He's not going to commit, though. And of course, Tommy already has things in motion with Alfie.
Ruby, have you finished your spelling, love?
She a little disturbed.
What are you doing, love?
I can hear voices.
Yeah, she's disturbed.
Coming from up the chimney. The grey man.
And it looks like she's sweating. She got a fever. You know, the way they were saying she was cleared and he was going to that doctor, I was kind of thinking something might be serious.
Quickly, please.
The way the music is, I don't know if that's going to end well.
Westminster 245, House of Commons.
Yeah, that's not good. She's cold, coughing up blood.
Westminster 245.
Mr. Shelby.
This is going to send him off in a panic. Yep. Yeah, they never did explain what that meant.
Can you stop the voices?
There are no voices, madam.
It's the grey man. Says he's coming for me. And he's coming for Daddy as well.
Well, is this a hallucination? Or is this really happening? Oh, he's in one of those episodes.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
No, everything's not fine.
Hello?
Tommy. Tommy, she's a temperature of 101 and nothing is working. Just get here now.
Is he?
Please.
Is he?
Where is she?
She's with the doctor upstairs.
Listen, Tommy. He said we shouldn't come close to her in case.
Because what?
When she coughs, there's blood.
Oh, the way now, where is he going?
Matilda, put me through to the number I gave you for Esme Shelby Lee.
Esme. Was that John's wife? I remember the name, but I don't remember if that's John's wife or not. I think it is. Well, I guess I'll find out in the next episode. There was a lot going on in this episode, from Nazis to Arthur and his drug problems, and Tommy with whatever's going on with him. That's a situation he needs to look into. If he's having these episodes, it could be a brain tumor or something along those lines. And what's going on with Ruby? Those pictures that she was drawing, when we saw those and the faces all scribbled out and the way they looked, I like I commented, she might be a little disturbed. And then she says she's hearing voices, and now she's got this high fever and she's coughing up blood. So there's definitely something wrong, something going on. Now, I expected to see a little bit more with Michael in this episode, the way the previous episode ended. We basically only had a few scenes with him, and he's still in prison. But apparently he'll be getting out in a few weeks, I guess, when Uncle Jack, I think his name is, and his wife get back to the States. And once he's out, is he going to go straight after Tommy? Well, this was episode 2, so we've only got 4 more episodes to get some of these things resolved. Little bit surprised to see Alfie still kicking around. Thought that, if I remember right, didn't he say that he had cancer a season or 2 ago? And back in those days, I don't know what the treatments for it would have been, but I would have expected that within a few years, at least, he wouldn't be around anymore. And it's been more than a few years. Now, like I said with Mosley, or like I asked with Mosley, how closely is his character based on the real Mosley? I'll be interested to look into his past, or into that particular British politician. I don't know a whole lot about him or this movement in British history. And I'll wait until this season is complete before I do that, so I don't pick up any potential spoilers. But I'll be interested to look into his history and like I say, the history of the socialist, not socialist, but the fascist movement in Great Britain, which I knew from history that there was a fascist movement. And I've also learned over the past several years that the king that abdicated, can't think of his name now, Edward, that there was the potentiality that he was a fascist, and that if Hitler had been able to successfully take over Great Britain, he would have placed him back on the throne, and he was okay with that, and he was in line with that. So it's interesting to see these things play out. And like I said, I'll be interested to actually look into the actual history and see maybe how closely some of these things are related to real history, or if they're just written into the story for story's sake. So that was episode 2. We've only got 4 more to go. And then from what I understand, at least 1 movie, maybe 2. I don't remember if it was supposed to be 2 or just 1. But we've got 4 more episodes to go. And like I said, I've kind of grown attached to these characters, so I'm disappointed to see it coming to an end. So I guess I'll just have to enjoy it while it lasts. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and leave some comments down below. Let me know what you thought of the episode. And if you have some answers to the questions that I've asked that won't turn out to be spoilers, leave those comments down below as well. And if you're not already a subscriber to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. And be sure to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload each new video. Thanks for watching. I will see you on episode number 3.